Good day everyone, this is Global News, Las Vegas' premier lifestyle and entertainment magazine on TV, bringing to you the best of the entertainment capital of the world right here in our VASIANTV studio and event center located at the VASIANTV Crossing on South Arville, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Featuring the hottest joints, diverse local events, and mouth-watering cuisine from all over the world to keeping you updated on trends in local real estate and business. Global News is your weekly magazine on TV.
Each week we are privileged to have esteemed Hollywood fashion designer David Tupaz right here at our very own studio. Tune in to his segment, The Essence of Style, where he takes high fashion into everyday lifestyle.
And with spring right around the corner, you won't want to miss the edition of The Essence of Beauty for tips on fabulous looks this season from Global News' very own makeup artist, Simply Fairly.
At work or at play, the city of Vegas never sleeps, and we are proud to showcase to our very global audience all the fun and excitement happening here at our home.
Don't go away. Up next is the lifestyle segment.
Hi, welcome to Lifestyle, and I'm your host, Shannon Yang. Here in Las Vegas, we are very lucky to have Wongu School of Oriental Medicine, which offers a degree of Doctor of Oriental Medicine. Today, we have Dr. Guerra, the president of Wongu University. Hello, Dr. Guerra. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Shannon, for inviting me.
Talking about Oriental medicine, can you give us a brief overview about what is exactly Oriental medicine?
Well, maybe one of the ways to explain it is to distinguish it from Western medicine, which most people are familiar with. And you might think of Western medicine as going to war against disease. And so, you know, it's ready to do invasive surgery and cut off.
Combat.
Yes. And it's also ready to give you antibiotics and antifungal medicine to defeat the disease and to destroy the particular disease body.
Correct.
All right. You might think of Oriental medicine as the happy family approach. So the view is that your organism, your body is a whole, and that it's healthy when everything is working and cooperating together well. So that's the normal state is health, and that we become unhealthy when that balance, as it were, that internal balance amongst our organs and the parts of our body is somehow disrupted. And therefore, the solution is to restore that natural balance.
That's interesting. As long as that concerned, what is the philosophy behind Oriental medicine?
Well, one of the critical principles of Oriental philosophy, and something you probably heard of, most people have, is yin-yang, right? That there are these subject and object.
Balanced. It's almost like hormone, have to be balanced. To me, that's how I see it.
Yes, yes, in that we are either in the process of restoring that balance if we've lost it, or maintaining it, right? So a part of Oriental medicine is very big on preserving the well-being, right? Preventative medicine, you might say. How do you remain healthy? So a lot of the education that we give our students has to do with diet, etc., so that we can teach our patients how they can prevent themselves from becoming ill.
Then how is it different from, like, let's say, a home remedy?
Well, one of the things is that Oriental medicine is one of the oldest medical traditions of humankind. Literally 3,000 or 5,000 years old, depending on which sources that you look at. So there's an incredibly long history of this medicine healing people. And I think that's why, you know, people are still with it, because it has worked.
Right, and I know that you are also a firm believer in Oriental medicine.
Yes, and one might not think that at first blush if you know my background. I'm not a doctor of Oriental medicine. My degree is...
What brought you into the field?
Well, that's a great question. You know, I was an academic. I had just finished my doctorate at Harvard, and I was going off to my first teaching job up in upstate New York. And right about the same time, my wife was attacked by a very interesting illness, which was the first year that illness was actually diagnosed, and that was Lyme disease, 1986. And at that time, there was only one treatment for Lyme disease, which was tetracycline, okay, an antibiotic. It turned out that she was allergic to that antibiotic.
Oh my gosh.
So in fact, instead of this helping her, improving her condition, it worse, right? So her reaction to that was eventually all of her muscles and joints were totally not working. She couldn't even close her eyes, her eyelids. And at that point, there was a research center that had just begun for Lyme disease in upstate New York, and I had asked if there were any other treatments, and they said no. And I said, well, you know, we've heard of this Oriental medicine doctor in New York City. What do you think about that? And the response was, it can't hurt. So we went, and over a period of about 8 weeks, with the application of acupuncture and herbal medicine, two main modalities of Eastern medicine, we saw a steady improvement to the point where at the end of that treatment, she was totally back to normal.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and that's what made me open to the idea of Oriental medicine. I then, after my teaching position, I actually went to the University of Bridgeport in Connecticut, where I became an administrator, and that school was very active in alternative medicine, so it had begun one of the first schools of chiropractor, naturopathic medicine, eventually on to acupuncture, etc.
Cool. And talking about that, I know there is something different in Nevada State that's different from other states, which means you actually get certified as a Oriental medical doctor, right?
In most states in the United States, after you earn your degree, which is a Master of Science in Oriental Medicine, you will then be licensed as a licensed acupuncturist. In Nevada, along with only one other state, you will actually be entitled to the term Doctor of Oriental Medicine. And you will have earned a Master of Science in Oriental Medicine.
And that is a 4-year degree as well?
The Master of Science in Oriental Medicine is a 4-year degree. It requires, in the state of Nevada, and this is another peculiarity about the state of Nevada, in most states, in fact 48 states, you only need a 2-year degree in order to enter the Master of Science in Oriental Medicine. In New Jersey, as well as in Nevada, you must have a 4-year undergraduate degree. And that's something we're very happy about. Our students are better educated. I might say that if you look at a profile of our students, it's really interesting. The average age of our student currently is 44.
44 years old.
There is a vast majority are women. And although some of them come from health professions, nursing, naturopathic medicine, chiropractic, etc., many of our current students are people who are coming out of the business world with MBAs who have been very successful, and they've just felt like they really want to help people at this point in their life.
That's interesting. You know, I have so many questions to ask you, but I know we're actually running short on time.
Oh.
But if you have any questions, don't forget to write into our Vision Global News team, and we will respond back to you. And by the way, if they want to know more information about your school, where can they go to?
Well, I think the best place is to go to our website, which is www.wongu.org. Okay, www.wongu.org.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Guerra.
Thank you, Shannon.
Looking forward to seeing you again in the future.
Very good. Thank you so much.
This is Shannon Yang. Don't forget to come back for the Home Sweet Home segment.
DirecTV, America's #1 satellite television provider, the undisputed leader in sports, #1 in customer satisfaction, with the most full-time HD channels anywhere. Get DirecTV today and receive a free Genie upgrade. Genie powers your entire home with one HD DVR. There's no equipment to buy and no startup costs. Packages start at just $24.99. There's never been a better time to switch. Call your authorized DirecTV dealer and upgrade your television experience today.
Home Sweet Home, a real estate show like no other. Real life stories with practical tips on buying or keeping your home. Let's welcome our hosts, Mark and Melody.
Welcome to Home Sweet Home, the real estate and business segment of Global News. I'm Melody Mojica. Today we're taping right here in our very own Home Sweet Home set.
And I'm Mark Bowman, enjoying our new set inside the VASIANTV studio and event center. The failure of Congress to renew the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act on January 1st, 2014 places a burden on homeowners who still are going through a financial hardship.
Yes, and the Mortgage Debt Relief Act of 2007 applied forgiveness debts between 2007 through 2013. When a lender accepted less than the total amount due on a debt as final payment, it forgave or canceled the remainder of the debt. The number of foreclosures grew so much following the job losses and the decline of the housing market in 2007 that the government passed the Mortgage Debt Relief Act, where the IRS provided mortgage tax forgiveness to homeowners who participated in short sales, foreclosures, deed in lieu foreclosure.
Two bills authorizing extension of the law were introduced last summer by H.R. 2788, sponsored by Nevada Congressman Joe Heck, is currently sitting in the House and Means Committee, and Senate Bill 1187, sponsored by Michigan Senator Debbie Stabenow, have been referred to the Senate Finance Committee.
Nevada homeowners have an estimated 32.5% negative equity rate. Congressman Heck calls forgiving debt shadow income and stated his reason for sponsoring the extension: this isn't income. The homeowner never sees a dime of that money. The government should not tax income never actually received.
Yes, and Michael Stegman, Assistant Treasury Secretary for Housing Finance Policy, appealed for the extension and stated, Congress often passes tax extenders late in the year and makes them retroactive to the beginning of the tax year. While this is generally well understood and incorporated into firms' decision making, it does not work for families in danger of losing their homes today.
Critics believe that the worst has passed and homeowners are no longer needing the relief. However, supporters of the Relief Act sees it as far from being over. A recent report by Realty Track says that 1.2 homes are still in the process of foreclosure. And CoreLogic reported that there is an estimated 6.4 million homeowners nationwide underwater on their mortgages.
Attorney General Tom Miller, along with 41 state attorneys, recently gave his support for extending the initiative. Without this tax relief for homeowners who really need it, families barely making ends meet will face tax bills they cannot afford, Miller said in a statement. Congress needs to extend it to help ensure that these families stay in their homes and the housing market recovery stays on track. Miller also added that not extending the Mortgage Debt Relief Act could cause a serious hindrance in the improving economy.
Yes, and it was reported that more than 6 million households throughout the United States were estimated to be in financial hardship. The loss of employment and home is an unfortunate incident, but even worse if they are to receive a bill from the IRS for unpaid taxes for income on monies never ever received.
That's right.
For more information, including detailed examples, go to realtytrack.com, CoreLogic.com, Realtor.org, and IRS.gov. So Mark, I mean, this is one of the biggest things that a lot of the sellers or potential sellers are really, being bothered with. What do you think they should do? I mean,
Well, being in the business, I know we made many attempts to close as many homes as we could in 2013 because we didn't know if this was actually going to be passed. And what a lot of people don't understand, and you know, a lot do, but a lot don't, is that, you know, like you said, it's money they've never received.
Exactly.
They paid $200,000 for a home, they borrowed $200,000, it's worth $100,000. That $100,000 now becomes taxable because the IRS considered it as income.
True.
And like you said, it really is not actual income, it's shadow income.
right. And who's to say with those homeowners now, without any type of benefit, they can just simply walk away from their home. I mean, if they're going to have it seems like double jeopardy with, you know, losing their home as well as going through the short sale process and then being taxed by the IRS or being taxed, you know, for them. That's
Yeah, it's like a double whammy.
exactly, exactly.
Please check with the IRS and consult a tax professional for the latest information. Melody and I can answer your real estate questions. If you or anyone you know needs our assistance in property management, buying or selling your home, we have the proven track record and the experience to help you. We've helped many of our viewers already, so call us now at 702-721-7474. This is Mark Bowman.
And I'm Melody Mojica, providing you with local business information to keep your business alive and making your house a home sweet home. Don't go away. Global News will be right back.
Switch to DirecTV, America's #1 satellite television provider, the undisputed leader in sports, #1 in customer satisfaction, with the most full-time HD channels anywhere. Get DirecTV today and receive a free Genie upgrade. Genie powers your entire home with one HD DVR. There's no equipment to buy and no startup costs. Packages start at just $24.99. There's never been a better time to switch. Call your authorized DirecTV dealer and upgrade your television experience today.
Hello, welcome to The Essence of Style by David Tupaz. I'm here at the opening of the Christopher Guy showroom here at the fabulous World Market Center. And together with this opening, I was requested to show some of my couture pieces that I haven't shown yet. And so for now, I would like to introduce one of my models, Lisa Wright. Lisa is actually wearing a 3-tier glittered mesh ball gown skirt with a whole Italian jersey, matte jersey top that is actually wrapped around the outfit. In a very dramatic outfit, you know, one of those things that you want to wear on the red carpet. Thank you. And then we have Ty. Ty is actually wearing a 100% Italian silk brocade material that has a very interesting cut on the collar, which I call it the angel wing collar. And it is pocketed as well. And this particular cut is like from the inspiration of Audrey Hepburn during those days. And then we have, of course, Tanea, who's wearing this white silk organza gown lined in glitter mesh underneath with digital cut work of different leaves and flowers, as you can see. It is just but appropriate to do the opening of Christopher Guy, which, as you can see, the furnitures are very couture as well. So I'm very happy that they invited me to do this show. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
And super sexy smoky eyes is one of the most popular evening looks and the one I am most often asked how to do. Depending on your mood, you can tone it down for a more wearable, sophisticated version or max out the kohl pencil to make it more edgy. I will be showing you step by step on how to create a smoky eye. Pair the eyelids with a neutral base of foundation or concealer set with light dusting or translucent powder. Starting at the outer corner of the upper lash line, push the tip of the black eyeliner pencil between the roots of the lashes. Then, work all the way along the upper lash line, building up color intensity between around the lashes. This gives depth of color and makes the lashes look thicker. Then, use a small pointed natural hairbrush, blend dark gray eyeshadow along the upper lash line, smudging the pencil and blending it all together. Now, apply a silvery gray cream eyeshadow above the eyeliner, blending it up the socket crease. This creates a creamy base for the powder eyeshadow to adhere and intensifies the effect. Blend a little more dark gray powder eyeshadow over the lower part of the lid, using a smudger or a blending brush. Then blend it from lash line upwards and outward, and blurring the colors together. Lastly, apply a black eyeliner pencil all the way around and inside the upper lid and along edge of the lower lid at the roots of the lashes. Finish with the lashing of mascara to define the eyes. There you have it, step by step on how to create simple smoky eyes. I hope you guys learned something today, and if you have any questions or suggestions, you can reach me at essenceofbeauty@gmail.com, or to see more tips and tricks, please visit my website at www.simplyfairlane.com. Before we end our show, I would like to thank Rain Cosmetics for providing our makeup and making us look beautiful and flawless. See you in our next episode.
To DirecTV, America's #1 satellite television provider, the undisputed leader in sports, #1 in customer satisfaction, with the most full-time HD channels anywhere. Get DirecTV today and receive a free Genie upgrade. Genie powers your entire home with one HD DVR. There's no equipment to buy and no startup costs. Packages start at just $24.99. There's never been a better time to switch. Call your authorized DirecTV dealer and upgrade your television experience today.
World-famous barbecue rib rib. And this week we have for you our world-famous barbecue chicken wings and our pinto beans, along with a fresh garden salad. Anytime you'd like to come down and enjoy some wonderful barbecue from TC's Rib Crib, come down to 3655 South Durango. We're family owned and operated, and everything we make is homemade. Or you can call for reservations, 702-451-RIB. That's 702-451-7427. And we cater any occasion.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Global News taped right here at the VASIANTV Studio and Event Center. For up-to-date news on local events, latest episodes, or to watch our previous ones, visit our official webpage, VASIANTV.com, like our page on Facebook.
We'd like to thank our cast and crew. Special thanks to David Tupaz, Bill Bond, and Simply Fairland. Thank you for making us look good and fantastic each and every episode. Today, our makeup and hair artists are Tiffany Throwers and Christina Jacobs. Thank you.
And on behalf of the VASIANTV team, thank you for watching. Until next time, have a blessed week, everyone.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
VASIANTV, the community channel for Asian Americans in Las Vegas.